What's up everybody, it's Lethal Air. Today I'm going to go over a few of the questions I've had, questions about recording. Basically I'm just going to tell you how I record. I have an AMD build, first off, the Ryzen 2600X and my graphics card RX 580. If you want to record gameplay while you're gaming, this video is for you. I'm basically just gonna go and type in AMD and the AMD Radeon settings. If you upload 1080p video straight to YouTube, a lot of times without the right setting or high bitrate, it's gonna destroy your quality. So what I do, I'm gonna go into my relive settings. So here are my recording settings. I record in 1440p, although I could record in 4K. If it records in 1440p, it's basically gonna upscale that gameplay to 1440p while it's recording, or something or other like that. Recording bitrate 50 Mbps, okay? Obviously 60 FPS recording is the max you can do. AVC, my audio bitrate, I just went ahead and put it up to the max because why not? And then the separate microphone track. This is the single most important thing. Once again, I'm gonna go through this really quickly. 1440p resolution, 50 Mbps. That's my bitrate. I would not go anywhere under 30 if you're trying to upload to YouTube and get a good bitrate. If you don't have that much storage, maybe you can't do 50 for an hour or 2 hours, but I have a whole terabyte free. I have a separate SSD, and that's another thing. But basically I have local disk C. This is what Windows runs off of. This is what all my games run off of. And then all of my recordings, all of the videos and stuff that I save, they get saved on a second hard drive. So there is a folder that I use. I don't know why it won't pop up anymore, but stream film, like this is what I record to. This is where all of my MP4 files go to. It's compressed, it takes up the least amount of space. The audio format is M4A. What having a separate hard drive will do is help you whenever you're streaming and gaming. A lot of times the write speed of your hard drive, or how fast it can write and record to the disk, that's going to affect your stream. It's going to affect a lot of things when it comes to you using overlays and pictures. I'm going to drag. All right, won't let me drag it. I'm going to drag this over here. Obviously you're going to see the infinite window now. All of the overlays that I have, like the camera box, I've got certain pictures and images and filters over it. All of that reads from drive C. So if you're recording a video like I am now, and you're recording to drive C, and you're also running your OS or whatever game you're running from drive C, the write speed of your hard drive is going to limit what you can do. So if you're recording and it's causing you to lag, it might be that you just need a separate hard drive. It's cheaper to get a separate hard drive, you know, for 50, 60, 70 bucks than to get a $200 hard drive that has a really fast read-write speed. I noticed whenever I was streaming and doing everything from one hard drive and recording, after about an hour recording, it would start to slow down. My stream would lag, the game wouldn't perform well. So once I got a separate hard drive, and let's drag this over to my other monitor. Oh, it's not going. There we go. Once I got a separate hard drive, this really helped me out. So trust me when I say having a separate hard drive, as you can see right here, local disk C, SSD2 is what I named it. Having a separate hard drive to record while you're streaming is necessary in a single PC streaming setup. Unless you have a really good hard drive, fast read-write speed, it's just better in most cases to have a separate hard drive. So far I've covered recording in 1440p at a high bit rate. Second, having a second hard drive or an alternate hard drive, even if it's an X hard drive. I recommend just using the PCIe slots and hooking a second hard drive to your motherboard internally rather than using a USB external hard drive, simply because of faster read-write speed, lower latency, things like that. I'm not going to go into too much detail. I am not the expert. This is just coming from my own experience. I'm gonna open up Premiere Pro. I don't know how well Premiere Pro is gonna run while I'm recording in Streamlabs. I hardly ever do this, so bear with me, it's gonna load up. The most important thing that I can emphasize is recording at 1440p if you want your YouTube uploads to look good, and uploading them in Premiere Pro at 4K, and then also having a separate hard drive to do your recordings. Those two things, or those three things, are going to help as far as upload quality. I know I haven't nearly done enough tutorials and help videos to help you guys. All right, so we are in Adobe Premiere Pro software that I'm editing this video that I'm about to upload here in a couple of hours, and I made a mistake, and I'll scrub over to here. When I was recording, going into the settings, this camera over here, it just covered up a lot of stuff I was trying to show, so that's why we're recording in the software. Basically, if you are using PC computer software, this video is for you. Even if you're gaming on the console but recording, editing with the PC, if you want to get the best out of your quality, what I'm going to do is go to File, then I'll go to Export Media, and this isn't Adobe, but if you're using like Sony Vegas or whatever, any software that you're using, maybe the free stuff like HitFilm, but the settings I'm going to show you will work in any software. At the very top of this video, and hopefully now I've dragged it to the middle so you can see, not making the same mistake as my last video, but H.264 is what is the default here. I'm just going to go in the preset down to 2160p 4K Ultra, whatever settings you can have to match this. I'm going to export a 4K video. The next thing I'm going to make sure is that I'm using VBR 2-pass encoding. Target bitrate is going to be 144, and then the maximum bitrate is also going to be 144. The other settings I like to check are render at maximum depth, use maximum render quality, so whatever maximum quality you can use. The estimated file size for a 10-minute video using VBR 2-pass encoding and a target bitrate of 144 Mbps is going to be around 10 or 11 gigs. This is going to be maybe 8, 9, 10 minutes, but if you're doing 10-minute video, it's going to be 10 gigs or so. So if you don't have that much file space, make sure that you delete stuff that you don't need. Make sure that your bitrate is 144, use VBR 2-pass encoding, upload it in 4K, and here's why. On a mobile device, if I'm looking at any of my videos on my phone, it's going to look like a 1080p video. On a PC, that's the only time I will see 1440p or 4K, but in order to make sure that the 1080p is perfect, those are the settings I use. If you want to upload in 1440p instead, sure, but YouTube does compress videos when you upload them, and to avoid losing a lot of quality in the YouTube compression, especially if you're uploading during peak hours, that's another story. Then these settings, upload it in 1440p or 4K, but use the bitrate of 144 to get that maximum quality when you have a lot of fine movement and color gradients and stuff like that. If you are recording your gameplay at less than 30 Mbps bitrate, stop. If you want Fortnite to look good, if you want Call of Duty, Apex to look good, you need to record at 30 Mbps. Don't record anything under 20 or 30. 20 is bad. Like if you have a game that doesn't have that much movement, sure. When you're in your recording software, you have a lot more options as to the quality of this video, what you can do as far as slow-mo. You don't want it to look grainy, especially if you do face camera zooms and stuff like that, so please trust me. Now this video, since I didn't have a lot of movement in it, I'm only recording this video at 8000 bitrate. I record at 50 Mbps. If I had a separate PC, I would record at a higher bitrate, but upload at 1440p or 4K. If you're on PC recording and editing, whenever you export it through your editing software, you're going to lose some quality. It's already a 2nd gen copy, and by the time you upload something to YouTube, that's already 3rd gen. So from the original recording, you're losing quality. There's 4 steps between the actual gameplay that you're seeing on your screen and YouTube and people watching it back after you've uploaded it. So if you enjoyed this, I know this was a mouthful. If you enjoyed this video, let me know down in the comment section if anything I said has helped you in any way. If there's something I didn't cover or something you want me to cover, talk to me. I'm here. I have socials. If you aren't a part of my Mixer streams, head over to the Mixer channel, down in the description, mixer.com/lethal air. The link's down there. Click on it, follow me on Mixer, and we can chat, have a good time. I'm back to streaming. I'm enjoying it. Only one thing I'm missing in this situation is you. Only thing I'm missing is you here in my streams. If you're not here in my streams, hey, come join, hang out with me. If you're already watching my Mixer streams, thank you. For those of you who follow, we're at 24 Mixer followers now, and I really want to get this number up to 100, not for greed or just zealous for growth or anything like that. I want to get this number up so that the streams will be more interactive and fun. So with that, hope you guys have a good one. Hope you enjoyed this video. If it helped, let me know, like I said, and we'll see you next time. Peace.